the Wraeththu. By this point, if you've not read the novels that inspired this game, which no one here has, you might be wondering exactly what a har is and who the Wraeththu are. Not really. Most creatures that use sexual reproduction to continue their species are unable to control impregnation naturally. Some believe that Wraeththu could be sterile, and therefore need no control. They maintain the species via the act of inceptions, whereby Wraeththu blood is transfused into a human with a Naki? What the fuck? Just, throw that term, don't explain it. And the recipient undergoes vast physical, mental, and spiritual changes. Translation, their flesh falls off and they're in agony for 2 days as their body mutates. These changes are then sealed by Aruna, the harsh term for sexual intercourse. So, your flesh falls off, you're racked with agony, your eyes explode out of your head, your body hideously mutates into this basically anime form. And then you have to forcibly be raped by the thing that gave you the AIDS blood.
Welcome to Wraeththu!
How is this person not in prison? The other major physical differences are the Wraeththu immune system, metabolism, and ability to heal, all of which are superior to humans. The Harish immune system is capable of withstanding all known toxins and poisons that affect the human body detrimentally. Oh, so they have a super active liver then. It reduces the long-term effects of intoxicants and narcotics. That's not the immune system, that's your fucking liver, you idiot. As the body metabolizes and expels all unwanted substances quickly. Oh god, they wander around pissing everywhere like rats.
The only apparent drawback of Harish physiology is their physical and mental need for sex. This activity appears to give them new vigor and vitality. Should they spend too many weeks without it, they will deteriorate both mentally and physically until they have Aruna again. So basically, if they don't fuck, they blue ball themselves into desiccation.
It is also possible that Hara were mutated by a disease or some earthly element that has come to light since the tectonic act. What?
Oh!
What is this grammar?
So what happened here was the writer seems to have
It's like he
missed a middle portion of their explanation. Their own brain had a minor stroke when they fucking wrote this. However, the hair on the head grows vigorously, and the humans who are in the early stages of pattern baldness when they were incepted experience a regrowth of hair almost immediately. Someone's bitter.
Agility. Another thing that they're better than humans at.
Wraeththu digestion is not too disparate from that of humankind, although it's unknown for Hara to become overweight. Whatever amount of food is ingested. How are you not dead? If your metabolism's that fucking high, how are you not dead? Their metabolisms are flawlessly functional, so that excess nutrients are merely excreted as waste. Oh my god. Remember, they piss like rats. They shit like hippos. Fucking jet of goo. Just right out.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Optimal body weight is never exceeded, so yes, they shit horrendously. Thank you, author. The way I'm seeing it is they're kind of gross because they're covered in sweat. They pee like every 2 minutes or at minimum. They poop like 18 times a day.
Is Megalithica supposed to be like old-timey speak for like America or some shit like that?
First, I have no idea why they call it Megalithica, because if you break it down into its fancy Latin terms, it just means fuck off rock. Wraeththu society is forming and expanding at an incredible rate. Hara are
Like cockroaches.
Given their biology, that's not too shocking. Hara are already forming towns and cities of their own after stealing it from humans, and taking over from where human society left off. Translation, we're stealing everything from our ancestors. Will Wraeththu make the same mistakes as humankind once did, or will they reach their true potential? Short answer, no. Long answer, lol, no. Random bouts of nuclear fallout? Like, what's going on?
Well,
Are they
Mike,
just
I think
nuking
that's-
each other, or are they just saying fuck it and letting the power plants just explode?
I think the former is implied because they're saying, oh, they're going to war every day. I think whoever wrote this is literally, my name is not important, like levels of humanity fucking sucks.
I was
because
gonna
he-
say
he-
that he sounds like, honestly, reading this, if you told me to guess the age of the person that wrote this, I would tell you up front they were 15 years old.
Rise of the Wraeththu. It was, at this point, in my opinion, that the planet started to fight back. As theory.
just like in the acclaimed Will Smith movie After Earth. Shadow in the heart and shadows in the mind. What the fuck? Every heart. What?
Oh, you finally found the stupid gender pronoun that they're using, and will force on us everywhere. Some of us called for action, for more thorough investigation, but the government took little notice. They still had wars to plan in country. Commentary! Do you get this commentary? Are you plebeians getting it?
I don't know what the social commentary is you speak of. I don't know what's happening.
So the downfall of humankind. After a triumphant and very bloody bombing campaign in some country I can't quite remember the name of, the government finally took notice of what was happening on the city street. Oh no, we nuked Kosovo.
finally.
We nuked Kosovo. Oh no, there's rioting hooligans in the street.
No, remember, all the coastal cities have been wiped out by tsunamis at this point, and
Oh,
the
shit.
government is just noticing.
Oh shit, Sacramento's fallen to hooligans while we were nuking Bhutan. So they're not human, impervious to pain. They are so swift and strong. Some say they're demons or avenging angels that have come to destroy humankind. They steal boys, do something to them to alter their being. Oh god, that's a very unfortunate analogy. The Far East had closed its borders years ago to stop the spread of disease, and no one had heard from the Australia regions for a long time.
Australia's just gone.
For a second there, I thought Adopian. For a second there, I'm playing somewhat CK2. I thought it said the anti-pope areas. I like to think the idea that an anti-pope has risen in all of this. That'd be kind of...
Antipodian anti-pope.
I love the. Oh god, I'm just now envisioning Steve Irwin with a Pope hat.
Oh, yes. He would still be alive. Oh god, he's become... Basically, the anti-pope is basically... Oh, wait, he's a druid.
Steve
So his way of
Irwin
fighting-
with a Pope hat riding a giant crocodile.
Oh wait, what he does, he talks. He has druidic power, so he talks to all the Australians and wildlife to go murder all the Wraeththu.
Ugandan I am. Fire, pure fire. My enemies from when I was human are nothing. Destroying them is only an automatic reflex. Burn and flay. Just let them scream in helpless agony. What am I
Are
fucking
we sure that
reading?
really isn't?
So in Megalithica, as Wraeththu renamed our country. So the Wraeththu fucking renamed them.
What? They just not okay with it?
Apparently.
What type
Oh,
of dicktard came up with renaming the U.S. to that? At times, people even had to run from their friends and family who had somehow been transformed into these ungodly creatures. Don't you like how Wraeththu just murder everyone, even family and friends? You know, it's even better. Notice that humanity, the inferior wasteland ghouls, are fucking reduced to living in the deep south. Commentary!
After Inception, I was in agony for a whole... Oh, dear God. A whole week. Fuck it, it felt up my insides were turning inside out.
Because your body dissolved from space AIDS!
Little did I realize they actually were. I was eventually woken by the smell and sound of rain on the hot tarmac.
They left you on the hot
I
road
was
to
lying
die!
on my own filth! High up on a rooftop with a hair long, black hair and bright green eyes was laughing manically over my head. He smiled at me and told me he was gonna make me feel whole.
Oh no!
That night he opened up a part of me I never had before. Oh God!
We gathered what provisions we needed from the mall where we were staying and headed out south. They're literally just camping out in a hot topic.
Are you telling me that their superior genetics did not allow them to actually earn a goddamn thing themselves and they had to fucking steal it all?
You think the Wraeththu You think the Wraeththu could turn Lightning McQueen into a Wraeththu? Do you think they can rape a car?
Don't want to think about
Oh
this,
no!
Mickey.
That is an
Awesome,
unanswered
man.
question for the cosmos. As we drove through the suburbs. Oh, they have cars, apparently. We saw death and disease in every street. Is this what our once great government wants? Oh no. Are they still fighting their pointless wars and blaming our actions on countries far from our borders?
Commentary.
We pressed on. As we approached the borders of the inner sanctum of the city, we found a stronger barricade across the road. Oh, so they operate by anime logic where the last defenses are the best ones. Manlicker. Manticker. I was confusing it with the Austrian gun designer.
And Tickler.
Mantickler. I think Space Age also drops the IQ down by 30 points, so I don't think they thought that far ahead.
I don't know. Maybe everybody in this setting is just completely retarded. It would explain a lot.
No, in this setting, lead's still used in gasoline, and this is the result of it.
No, in this setting, lead was prescribed as a nutrient that is needed by all growing boys and girls. Remember, children, always make sure to eat as much wall candy as you need possible. And if you start shaking, that means the medicine's working. It looked like this would be where we'd set up camp. A good place considering the mall we just passed. Oh my god, you can tell this person's age just from the fact that they're so obsessed with malls. Mantickler spun his bike around.
We're calling it from now on. Man Tickler.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that Mantickler was an evil Har. He just had a way of striking spear into the hearts of Hara. Well, yeah, because he raped you all. He's
not evil. I mean, he has all those severed heads trailing behind his bike, but everybody does that.
Look, just
It's
because
not like
Mantickler told us to shove the spikes up the dead people's asses and display them in front of the scared town folks doesn't mean he's evil.
He's not. Mantickler's not evil. It's perfectly normal to French kiss severed heads. Perfectly normal.
I mean, come on, the fact that he managed to punt a baby into a fucking store window doesn't mean he's evil.
I like that this is weird. I love the double entendres, but with Mantickler, I mean, there's a lot of double entendres with this right now.
I think once he got used to his abrasive manner.
Even in that hell of blood and death, his beauty shone like a beacon to me. I had to have. What the fuck?
So, this is the mindset of a rapist that has found his newest victim. And because they go after teenagers, I'm already predicting some amazingly disturbing 25 on 13-year-old forced penetration.
We have been spending far too much time fighting humans and party. Literally, there's just a rape gang running around, blowing shit up and drinking themselves into a stupor. Our fucking heroes, everybody. And the beer van gave its last breath of life. Many of the gang look visibly distressed at this, even though the beer had turned sour in the heat.
They just kept drinking
they-
skunked beer. We picked up off the humans. A little clunky there. It appears that the government had finally taken note of what's happening in its own country. After hundreds of miles of rape. I heard many Wraeththu fell in these battles. Oh, so guns do work on them. Okay, so how come Jethro and Bubba Jeb with their fucking hunting rifles can't take them down?
Because the writer is retarded.
Like the Wraeththu try to raid into Alberta and they're just like shot at. It's like, get the hell out of here, you hoser!
I'm like thinking that it's basically the brothers.
The
what are
Mackenzie brothers.
Yes, the Mackenzie. Oh my god, the Mackenzie brothers stand against these assholes.
The Mackenzie brothers would win in that fight easily.
Can we add that to the? To our main title card, the Mackenzie brothers?
It's a sequel to Strange Brew. The Mackenzie brothers save Canada.
Oh god, that would be the most badass. That would be one of the greatest sequels of all time.
I'm just now watching the two just taking on an entire army of Molgoths and like dressed up like Mad Max rejects hooting.
Oh god, that would make sense because these assholes love beer. They're trying to take Canadian beer, so
They
the
hold up
Mackenzie
in the brewery.
Sorry, I just wanted to look up the map real quick, and Northern Canada is disputed territory. The Mackenzie brothers' last stand is canon.
Oh, this makes me so happy. Dag Viking. Dag Viking.